Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Starry Tarot. Good to see you. I don't even remember the last time I went live. So that feels like it's been a little while. Good to see you. Good to see all of you. If you are new here, welcome to Starry Tarot, and thank you for your subscription. If you are returning, welcome back. Good to see you. Announcement today, I am able to accept Cashapp. Yay! I am able to accept Cashapp. So if that is what you need to make a donation for a reading, then that is something that I am accepting. Welcome. Today we are using a more traditional deck than I usually use. Y'all know I have how many decks do I have at this point? I have 32 different decks, and a lot of them are, as you know, for example, I've got my little twin stars one here. I've got RuPaul's Drag Race, lots of themed tarot cards. This was a gift from my mama, and it's beautiful. It's very much in tune with the traditional RWS deck. It is embossed in gold. It's beautiful. I really like it, and I like to return to go back to the basics sometimes when it comes to reading for people. So I am a tarot reader. I can answer any of your questions that you may have, with the exception of legal and or medical questions. I cannot answer those. But other than that, anything pertaining to spirituality, romance, career, finance, whatever the heck you are wondering, I am happy to provide you with some clarity. I am also a psychic medium. I can communicate with those who have passed on. I have been doing this for a while, communicating with those who have passed on. I have found in my experience that I cannot contact absolutely everybody who has passed on. I can contact most folks. And there's a very lot of variables for that reason. Where is Nightbot at? I have not seen Nightbot at all. What's going on here? There's Nightbot. There's my dutiful AI mod. Thank you so much for being here, Nightbot. So that is my mediumship offering. If you are interested in that, please let me know before proceeding so I can check and make sure that I can contact the person who you would like to communicate with. I also do past life regression. I've been studying that for many years, and I've developed a method of past life regression utilizing tarot and my connection to spirit. So if that is something that you are interested in, I definitely suggest that, because it's always fascinating, and you can, with the past life reading, the intent can be whatever it is. Nightbot saying that, ask the life that's most relevant to illustrate the past life that's most relevant to your current soul's journey. That doesn't have to be the intent. If you want to find out something else more specific, that you may have or may not have experienced in a past life, the intent is all yours. I just conjure your past life, but if you want to find out something more specific, I'd love to help you in that journey. And if you are watching this, please be a buddy and remember to click the like button. It really helps your girl out. I also I do soulmate confirmation readings as well. These are all just like suggestions for readings. Soulmate confirmation readings is the person who you are interested in, and it doesn't have to be romantic necessarily, but is there someone on your mind that you are curious whether they are a soulmate of yours or not? I can confirm that. I can also ask spirit if they give their blessing regarding a certain person in your life. Again, it does not have to be romantic. Um, this is not a twin flame channel. I do believe in soulmates, and I do believe in love and romance. Absolutely. I'm hopeless romantic. Um, but the intent, again, as I was saying, with past life readings, the intent is all yours when it comes to soulmate readings. Another suggestion that I like to offer for readings, if you are dealing with matters of the heart, if you are dealing with romantic matters, I highly recommend. Some of my clients call it the OG love reading. I guess I do too. I used to call it the TFI reading, but that doesn't really roll off the tongue quite as well. But it answers basically 3 questions in one. A lot of readers won't do that. But I can ask what their thoughts, their feelings, and their intentions are towards you, in addition to your general energies in the situation and their general energies in the situation. And again, I love the name, the OG love reading. I love that. Sounds great. But again, I've done TFI readings for people's pets. I've done it for coworkers. I've done it for family members. Anybody in your life who you're just curious, where they're at, thoughts, feelings, and intentions wise. Just let me know. And hey, girl, hey. I'm good. How are you, love? I was about to message you earlier today, and thank you so much for your donation in it. So I'm gonna obviously message you in just a little bit, but I had something to say to you. I was looking through some of our DMs on Instagram, and I was like, damn, I really need to respond to what she said here, because something just came to my mind, but we'll keep that offline. All right, thank you so much, girl. You've been good. It was great. It was great, girl. I told you what it was, right? Like the theme. I don't, for some reason, I don't want to say it on my YouTube channel, but I'm more than happy to tell you offline. It's nothing weird. It's actually really cute. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I just don't know, because it is for another YouTube channel. I don't know if the owner wants me to, you know, promote his channel on here. But yeah, it was a blast. We did it we went to Golden Gate Park. Have you ever been to San Francisco? So many people have not been. California. There's so many Californians who have never been to San Francisco, and I love it. I love when tourists come here. You do? Okay, awesome. So I'm guessing Golden Gate Park. I love Golden Gate Park. It's huge. It's awesome. And specifically, we went to the Conservatory of Flowers. Um, yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. That was a good day. It was a beautiful day too. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm sure the weather's lovely where you are. That's always touch and go here, but it's been nice. Well, I'm so glad to hear that you're well. I'm curious to what's going on in your life. Wait, what is that crown number 1 next to your name? Do you see that? Does that mean that you're like a really special, because you are, 75 extra points? That's weird. I don't even know what that means. But yay! Yeah, I have no idea. We'll figure that. I just looked at it and it said something about SuperChat, but you don't use SuperChat? I have no idea, but we love it. Yeah, you have the crown. You're the queen. Yeah, YouTube is an interesting. I love YouTube. I really do. A friend of mine sent me an Instagram reel, hilarious Instagram reel. I was just like, Instagram reels? Damn. Um, I even love YouTube Shorts. And also it's weird when I don't know if you've noticed, but when I'm out of town, like anywhere, I live stream from my iPad, and it goes directly into vertical mode. And I've been asking people if they prefer the vertical or the horizontal. I mean, it's just more professional with the horizontal. You can see all the cards, and you can see me as opposed to me just holding up the cards. Yeah, and I've asked people, and it seems people. I did a quiz, or not a quiz, but like a question thing at the top, and I asked people, what would you prefer? It was like predominantly horizontal. Yeah, right. I like when I get readings, I like seeing the cards too. Um, and I always hold them up like in vertical mode. Maybe I just need to find a cool way to like set up vertical mode. I'm not the best with technology, so who knows about that. But I do also notice that I get like a lot more. They probably got that. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I get a lot more viewers when I go vertical, but they often aren't. They often are just like, hey, like, what is this about? I think most of them are just like scrolling through live streams. So, um, yeah, it's weird. I need to figure out how to use TikTok. It's getting a little ridiculous. Everybody uses TikTok. I heard, and I've thought about streaming on there. Absolutely, I don't know if I've talked to you about this, but I've definitely considered, using that as a platform as well. Additionally, but a friend of mine slash client, haven't seen her in a while. She started doing readings on TikTok, I believe, and she told me that I think you need something like 2,000 subscribers to be able to live stream, which to me is very difficult. It is, yeah, it's huge. It's huge. So maybe here's the thing. I mean, this is how I got started on YouTube. I had to establish myself. So I would offer free readings, and then there'd be like a huge line of people wanting free readings. People would bypass it, so they would donate. Um, and I grew and grew and grew, and just kept on pushing and pushing. But I stopped. I stopped completely giving free readings like after about like 3 months because I'm like, okay, I've established myself at this point, and the craft is important, and if people are just giving away free readings willy nilly, that's not just screwing them over, it's screwing other people over as well. Um, but it's also a method of establishment. Yeah, I'd probably have to create a lot of short form content. Maybe I don't know. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give it a go. Summer's here, and I've got time on my hands, so I should probably try it. But yeah, no, I've heard it's really, really big on there. I had a friend who I haven't heard from in a while. They used to. He was a tarot reader on here, and he was actually the first collab that I did, and he just found YouTube very, very frustrating and difficult to gain traction. And he found a lot of success on TikTok, like almost immediately. He said it's really, really fast actually to gain followers, much easier than YouTube. I think that's why I find it to be such a challenge because it was on here. But he got kicked off multiple times. I think like 2 or 3 times because of the star. They said because of naked people on the cards, and the only one I can think of is the star, me. But the star is a naked lady, and he was kicked off of TikTok twice for that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it would be a lot easier than I think it would be to gain traction. He told me that. He was just like, look, like people would like you. They already like you on YouTube. You gain traction, you know. But it just freaks me out, the naked lady thing. Like on a tarot card, like, and then I know that there's probably filthy stuff on TikTok that gets at me. It's like Instagram, like they'll take away a photo that's like a classic art photo. Like I'll post a classic art photo and maybe someone's bum is showing and they'll, remove it. But then I'll find things on TikTok that are like clearly like pornographic. Um, and Instagram is like accessible by children, you know. Um, it's I have a complicated relationship with Instagram. I think that's hard to gain traction. I have two accounts. I have one for like my personal slash modeling, and then I have one for this. And the one for this, I just can't seem to gain traction, but I don't really mind at the same time. Um, I don't think tarot is that huge on TikTok, if I'm not mistaken, but it's worth a go. It's worth a go. I can't wait to get started on that site. It's there's some difficulties. There's some technical difficulties getting my biography like my bio page started. They want that I have to do a video introducing myself, easy peasy, but they needed it in all these specific formats, and then it wasn't emailing to them because it was such a big file. Um, yeah, it's been. I just want to get started, Um, but yeah, that'll happen. right place, right time. Yeah, yeah, I do too. I do too. Because I'm tired of bothering people because I mean, I know my crap when it comes to technology, what's set up here, but like doing like other things, like I've been bothering a lot of my tech friends and I feel badly, like, hey, can you like help me send this file? Can you help me like set up this video? And that's not good. I need to figure stuff out, but a little frustrating. Yeah, actually, I'm good, girl, but I'm honestly stuff has been a little the past week, I'll be honest. I feel good now that I'm live, but oh, and I cleaned my room today. Did a great job. Made a lot of progress. There's still a lot more to do. I've got way too many clothes, girl. I don't know what to do. Of course, yeah, of course. Yeah, just work drama. Big work drama. Yeah. Um, and you know what that's like. But yeah, it's just crazy. Oh, right on. You wanted that though, right? Didn't you go to HR for that? Well, yeah, I mean, I still am keeping in mind that it's a Scorpio moon. Still, there's a lot of endings and a lot of beginnings happening. Um, things coming to an end, but good beginnings too. I love the death card. Yeah, yeah. I felt like something good was gonna happen. Um, I definitely feel, yeah, I felt like people were on your side, if I'm remembering correctly. I just hope that it has a lasting impact. Samuel told me that things are still up in the air for his stay. Interesting. He was on the phone all day today with HR. Interesting. He really wants to stay here. He really wants to stay here. I mean, he's obviously a valuable asset to your company. If they, you know, I bet you do, girl. I bet you do. I was just thinking, he's obviously a very valuable asset to your company. They wouldn't have flown him out from Germany, excuse me, to, if he wasn't. Um, sorry, excuse me. Um, so I think there is a possibility there. I mean, I know immigration and everything is so tenuous right now. Everything is, but really, I really hope he can stay, if only just for the reason that he wants to. So, you want to ask, like, is he going to be able to? My question is, am I one of the reasons? Oh, I was thinking that too. Like, I know he wants to stay. You said that he wasn't crazy about America. Um, I get the sense that he likes his job. I get the sense that he likes you a lot more. But yeah, it's like if you don't like America, like, and I feel like he kind of is he a little homesick for Germany? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Wendy one of the reasons why Samuel wants to stay in America? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Wendy one of the reasons why Samuel wants to stay in America and at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Wendy one of the reasons why Samuel wants to stay here in America with his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Wendy one of the reasons why Wendy wants to stay here in America with his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Wendy one of the reasons why Samuel wants to stay here with his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Wendy one of the reasons why Samuel wants to stay here for his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Wendy one of the reasons why Samuel wants to stay here in his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Wendy one of the reasons that Samuel's trying to stay here? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Wendy one of the reasons why Samuel wants to stay here? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Samuel one of the reasons why Wendy wants to stay here? Phyllis! Girl! Thank you so much for your donation. And I just noticed that you went over to the Venmo site. Congratulations. Congratulations. We love Venmo. And you get extra cards because you donated the super chat amount, unless you want me to refund you, because it's $7.77 if you don't use super chat. So as long as you're not using super chat, now you have the regular donation amount. So if you want, we can do a 5-card reading, or I'm sorry, I'm just adding Phyllis really quick, and we can either do a 5-card reading, and I can refund you, I think it's $2.22, or we can do a 7-card reading. Whatever you like, honey. Go ahead and add you. Thank you, thank you. He told me that he has no attachments to anything or anyone in Germany. What's his sign again? Capricorn, right? 3 of Cups, the Chariot, 5 of Pentacles, the Emperor, and 7 of Wands reversed. Yeah. He's a Sag, yeah. Absolutely, girl. Absolutely. I felt that. I mean, I feel like he really likes his job. It's important to him, but he can do it in Germany. You know, his 3 of Cups, he wants to share more with you. He wants more time with you. He wants to move things forward with you. And he feels I don't want to say destitute, but he's low. He's in a low place. The idea of leaving you, your divine feminine energy that he loves sharing with you and didn't get to share enough of, really bums him out, because he wants to be a divine masculine influence in your life with the Emperor. It's hard though, with the 7 of Wands reversed. I want some clarity on this, because I got this card for a read. I know I always say I shouldn't read for myself, but I have been lately, and I apologize, Spirit. I apologize, because it's not great. I don't know if you read I know you read. I don't know if you read for yourself. You did that lovely reading for me, with the same cards that I have, the tarot, the illumination. That's actually one of the things I want to talk to you about. But it's really hard to read for oneself. And this was one of the cards I got not too long ago. Yeah. Yeah, he's feeling really, really isolated. I asked if he could pay for my lunch to repay the favor, and he said no. He doesn't want it to be transactional between us. He wants to take me out to lunch instead and not just order lunch for me. I need to repay the favor. I said no. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to process that. Like, if a dude was like that with me, and actually I've low-key been there, but they've never really, no, low-key, they've communicated that too. He wants to take me out to lunch instead and not just order lunch from, he'd rather take me out to lunch than order DoorDash. Gotcha. So he's not opposed to paying, he isn't opposed to paying for dinner for you, right? I was gonna say, if that's the case, then we got a problem here. Like, he's gotta want to take you out to dinner. If a guy likes you, he wants to take you out to dinner or lunch. You want lunch. He wants to spend time together instead. That's this 3 of Cups. That's this 3 of Cups, girl. He wants to spend time with you. Yeah. And yeah, no, I understand that. I totally understand that. Not wanting to, if it's DoorDash, yeah, that is a little transactional, and he wants to spend time with you. It's not even about the transactional thing. It's like, hey, like, if this is the lunch that you asked for, this isn't what I want with you. I want this. I want to talk to you. I want to spend time with you. I want to look into your eyes. I don't know if he's much of an eye contact guy, but I just got that. Like, he wants to, be face to face with you. um, while you guys are enjoying lunch. And he's trying. He's really trying. The Seven of Wands reverse, but it is tough. I don't know. I really hope he can stay. I really, really hope he can stay, love. And he does too. He does too. He does not want to move on. He doesn't want to leave. He's not. He's this Five of Pentacles too. The energy I'm getting is also regret. Like, I spent all this time here, and we didn't even go on we didn't go on a single date. And you guys clearly have chemistry. You don't know if you have physical chemistry because you haven't been intimate. That's fine. That's good. But you guys have very good chemistry. You're flirty when he is. You guys are really good together. And he sees it, you see it. So my answer is yes, girl. My answer is yes, 100%. Brittany told me that he'd rather take. Yeah. Girl, we gotta talk. We gotta talk, girl. Guys get shy too. You know, I've usually dated guys who are very forthright and just, you know, because I'm kind of an introvert. Not online. Like, I don't seem like an introvert here on my channel. That's why I like doing what I do. But in IRL, I'm a little of an introvert, and I have noticed though in the past dating guys, some of them are just shy. An awkward nerdy man. Tech guys. He's a tech guy, right? They're all, most of them are awkward and nerdy. They can be fine as hell. I'm sure this guy's cute. Yeah, for sure, girl. He's an engineer. Okay, there you go. I used to date an engineer. Yeah, they're not smooth. Maybe there is an engineer out there who is smooth. He's a software engineer. Dated a software engineer. And yeah, they're not the smoothest, at least from my experience. Not super confident. That Five of Pentacles, that's been holding him back. And I'm not making excuses for him. Just saying, really likes you. And Spirit said that from day one. Your first question was, can I trust him? And Spirit said, yeah. But do know that in that trust comes his affection for you. So let's hope he can drop that awkwardness. And I mean, if you want, I told him I'll wait for him for when he can take me out. Yeah. I was going to say, you might have to be, and I know you don't want to. I hate this too. I've been there. You might have to be a little more forthright with him if you want him to get moving. And I'm not saying that it's going to be that way forever if you did start dating one another, but I think he does kind of need a prod in the ass a little bit. And I don't know what that would take. I don't know if it would just take extra flirting, extra communication. But something tells me that he's not just insecure about himself, he's insecure about your feelings for him. I have to initiate because he's awkward and all he knows is work. Yeah. He really reminds me of someone I know. He really does. And yeah, it's true. It's true. Because, and I've always said, I'm sure you've heard me say this too, love can make the most timid person move mountains. And he wants to move mountains so much. He really does. But he's never done it before. Like, I mean, look at his life. Like, he doesn't have a girlfriend. How old is he again? He's not in a relationship. I don't think he's been in a relationship in a while. So this is also kind of new for him. He's had a girlfriend before, you know. He's dated before. He's had relationships. I don't know how deep they've been. I don't know if he's ever lived with a woman. I don't know how long he's been with a woman. But he's just not smooth in the romance department. And I've seen it. He lived with a girl in France before. Oh, not a bad life, okay. But you don't know, okay. So he has had a girlfriend. That's a good sign. I know some guys that have never even lived with a girl, and they're like in their late 40s. Like, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. But he's reminding me of a lot of people I know, and I'm not trying to put him in a box, but I just feel like, yeah, at first you're going to have to be a little more forthright, because I think he's waiting for you to give some kind of like really obvious green light, and it's not necessary. But hi Phyllis. So you're crown number 2. I don't know what this queen, I'm sure you see it next to your name, the crown. Maybe it's whoever donates gets a crown first. I don't even know, but hello, Queen Phyllis. Good to see you, love. Yeah, we'll talk more about this, Wendy. I have a lot of advice for you. You need to take it, obviously. You don't actually, if you don't want my advice, I won't give it to you. It's all good, But I have some ideas here. Yeah, yeah. I'll definitely talk to you later, girl. Okay, we got a lot to discuss. That's so funny. Yeah, I was totally thinking about you today. I was like, no, Sophie. I was about to text you or message you, but I was a good girl and I focused. I got really bad ADD and I really need to clean my room, and I did a really good job. I'm really proud of myself. Well, thank you so much, Wendy. Much love and light to you, and yeah, we'll chat. We'll chat later for sure. I did, Miss Phyllis. Thank you so much. You are now part of the Venmo club. Okay, yay! So we got a couple options here. So you donated $9.99 over Venmo. Thank you so much. Now that you are using Venmo, it's now $7.77 for a 5-card reading. So I can either refund, I think it's $2.22. I can refund you that, or we can do a 7-card reading. If you wanted to do that, what would you prefer, Miss Phyllis? It's up to you. You got it, girl. You got it. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. I'm so glad you're on Venmo. I'm so glad. Yeah, SuperChat's really just for convenience, but it's weird too. I was thinking about this earlier, and I hate having to add that premium because YouTube takes 30% of SuperChat, so it's I mean, it's a good service, if people need it, but I always like to see people move over to the. I just love Venmo. I actually heard some people talking about Venmo the other day. I did a drawing class over in Oakland, and they were like, "Yeah, I like Venmo, but it's owned by PayPal." I'm like, "Well, what's wrong with that?" Those are two fine companies. PayPal, their customer service can be a bit tricky. Now that on Market Blast that I listed Double Scrub Brush on the marketplace, will I get a company interested in it? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will a company be interested in Phyllis's double scrub brush that she listed on Marketplace? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will a company be interested in Phyllis's double scrub brush now that she listed it on Marketplace? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will a company be interested in Phyllis's double scrub brush now that she listed on Marketplace? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will a company be interested in Phyllis's double scrub brush or since she listed on Marketplace. Amy Spencer and Spirit Guide. Will Phyllis's will a company be interested in Phyllis's double surfbrush since she listed it on Marketplace? Angel Masters and Spirit Guides, or Market Blast, Angel Masters and Spirit Guides. Will a company be interested in Phyllis's double square brush since she listed it on Market Blast? Angel Masters and Spirit Guides. Will a company be interested in Phyllis's double square brush since she listed it on Market Blast? Angel Masters and Spirit Guides. Will a company be interested in Phyllis's double square brush since she listed it on Market Blast? Angel Masters and Spirit Guides. Will a company be interested in Phyllis's double square brush since she listed it on Market Blast? Angel Masters and Spirit Guides. Will a company be interested in Phyllis's double square brush since she listed it on Market Blast? Angel Masters and Spirit Guides. Will a company be interested in Phyllis's double square brush since she listed it on Market Blast? Angel Masters and Spirit Guides. Will a company be interested in Phyllis's double square brush since she listed it on Market Blast? The Tower, Two of Swords reversed, the Chariot, Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and Queen of Pentacles reversed. Yes, mama. Yes, girl. Yes. Four of Wands. Absolutely. Absolutely. Four of Wands is, and it's not just any company. This is a company that you want to be interested in your invention. This will be a wonderful union for you. They're not going to take advantage of you. They're going to really promote your product. This Tower card is not foreboding. This is good. This is a huge change. This is going to bring a massive abruption, a good one, to your life. Things, now that you've listed on Market Blast, things are really moving. They're going, like, people are already looking at it. Like, that was a really, really smart idea, Phyllis. Page of Pentacles. This is in your hands. I mentioned earlier the company that is going to, I think more than one company is going to be interested, honey. I really do. I think you're going to have choices here, and that's what we want. That's the best. But this is, as I mentioned earlier, this company, this one particular company that you're going to be that's going to be working with you and promoting your product, you're going to have a lot of agency and a lot of say in how it is promoted, in how it is sold. This is your destiny. This is the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving forward. Things are moving forward. It's going to be a lot of work. As I said, you're going to have a lot of agency here, which is wonderful. You're going to have a lot of agency, but you may feel a little burnt out sometimes. This Queen of Pentacles reversed, especially since I know you're going to be getting your farm tech job soon. And I see that here as well with this Two of Swords reversed. I know you can do it. I know you can manage both. You're very, very like strong, hardworking woman, and you're very determined. This Wheel of Fortune, this Chariot, you keep on turning the wheel. You keep on turning, even if you don't see results immediately. You keep on turning that wheel. There's a lot of people that just give up. You know, there's a lot of people that just give up, whether it be romance, whether it be a job, whatever the case may be. A lot of people will give up, and do not give up. You made an excellent choice. You did something really, really smart. And this is definitely going to gain traction. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. This is really good, Phyllis. This is precisely what I want to see. Because when I first pulled the Tower card, I was like, oy vey, I don't know. Everything else here, look at all these pentacles. This is what this Page of Pentacles, like, in your hands, Phyllis. This is in your hands. You invented this product, and they're going to give you a lot of say in how you market it. and you're going to do a great job. And I think you're going to make some really good money here. I really do. This is so good, Phyllis. This is so good. I'm so happy for you. And I'm really glad that we did the 7 cards too, because this brought me more clarity to the situation. It still would have been a yes with 5 cards, but it's just like doubled down. Like, yeah, this is part of your wheelhouse. This is part of your fortune. This is part of your destiny. And I know I don't like to say that a lot, because that can be, I don't want to say dangerous, but it can be, at least in terms of romance, I don't like saying that. You know, wait until you know. But I really feel like this is we shared. I really do. I really do. You made a wonderful decision there, Phyllis, and you are definitely going to see. I believe you're going to see some great results. Yay, Phyllis and her double scrub brush getting traction. You are definitely a queen, Phyllis. You're definitely an inspiration. Keep on going. I was talking to Wendy about that earlier. I don't know if you were here listening, but when I first got started on YouTube, it was a little slow. And there were sometimes times where I was just like, do I want to stay on, doing this? Like, is it ever going to gain traction? But I kept on turning the wheel. My roommate, my friend John, always said, keep on turning the wheel, keep cranking the wheel. Just keep on going, and you will find results. And that's because those are the people who get the results. There's some people who, if they don't see them, they just kind of accept like a 5 of Swords attitude and don't proceed. I've been there in my life, and it's not good. And that's definitely not where you're at. You're the complete opposite, and I'm really happy for you, love. Thank you so much, Phyllis. I really appreciate you as always. That's really, I think that's really exciting. And I definitely think that you definitely made an awesome decision there. Spirit is just like, yeah, right on. They're always saying you're on the right path. I've never heard Spirit say that you're not on the right path. I've never said that to you, right? I've had to say that to people, and it sucks. But Spirit's always saying this. You are on the right path, girl. You're doing all the right things. Keep on going. Now, what is going on with my phone? All right. Let's see here. Okay, so we are all caught up with donations. So if anybody is interested in a reading, the next person who donates will be next. I also offer private readings, one-on-one. I offer 2 different types of private readings. I obviously offer one-on-one readings. I think most tarot readers do. What is going on? Is my internet dying? Certainly hope not. Yeah, my private readings are great. They are by appointment only, and it's just me and you over Zoom. You see all the cards. We ask as many questions as you need, answer as many questions as you need. Just get to the bottom of things if you have a more complex issue, or it doesn't even have to be. I also offer private readings more out of a sense of discretion. Certain people don't want to do their question live, and that's fine. If that is the case, I can read for you over Instagram, over DMs, and I will do it within 24 hours, but I usually get back to everyone within about 3 hours. All you gotta do is send me a donation and I can take care of you. Felicia! Hey Felicia, how you doing, girl? Good to see you. Queen number 3. So I don't know what's going on. I'm sure you see your little purple number 3 queen there. We have all of our queens today. You're queen number 3, I guess. I don't know what that means, but you are queen. I wouldn't call you queen number 3, but you are a queen. I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay, so I tried finding out, and it looks like it has something to do with SuperChat, but as far as I know, you've never used SuperChat. One sec. So okay, it's a community leaderboard. So you're the 3rd person to communicate on this live stream. So I guess every time it doesn't have to do with SuperChat, no. What it has to do with is, I guess you get points. I don't even know. I like that though. So I like that. I can do something with that. If y'all get like a certain number of points, I'll give you guys a free reading. If that's what it's doing, then I'll do that. Yeah, like I don't know how many points because everyone has 75 points. I guess every time I gotta look more into this, but that'd be something fun to do and awesome. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. Okay, got a little idea going. All right. How's it going, Felicia? How are you? How was your weekend? Your Memorial Day weekend? I had a pretty low key weekend myself. Saturday was nice. You've been to San Francisco, right, Felicia? I feel like a lot of people haven't been to San Francisco. I hope yes, you have. Yeah, you have. Right? I think you have. Anyway, went to one of my favorite restaurants on Saturday night. I don't know if you know Cafe Zoetrope. It's Francis Ford Coppola's restaurant in North Beach. Really, really good. Really, really good. I haven't been there in years. And just like the ambience is really nice. The food's delicious. They don't have Chianti, which is strange in my opinion for an Italian restaurant. But they did have some delicious Aperol spritz. I'll say that. It's been a while though. Girl, you should come back. I'd show you the town. I would take you out and show you all the good things. Are you familiar with Waymo cars? Do you know what I'm talking about? The robot cars? I was at work and there was a couple. They were from LA and they saw these Waymo cars they're basically Ubers, but they're robots. And whenever I take one, I always joke. I'm like, so how long have you been driving for? You gotta look it up. I don't know how I feel about them. On one hand, a robot will never get tired. A robot will never be distracted. A robot will never be drunk or high. The car has like 27 eyes. The car senses everything. And they also don't get pissed. Like, if they're stopped at a stop sign and like you go first and it's not really your turn, they won't flip you off. There's no one there. So that I like about it as a driver. But then I was talking to a friend when we were in the Waymo, and I was saying like, yeah, no, I think because he really likes the idea of Waymo too. I was like, I think I really like the idea of that. I think it's safe and you know, you don't have to tip the driver. It's just kind of sad. It's putting people out of work. It's not good. But then he mentioned something very important that I didn't even consider. All those cars can be hacked. All of them. And that would be chaotic. You know what I mean? I took an Uber not too long ago to the city, and we were talking about Waymo, me and the driver, and he was like, I would not trust them with my life. Like, so they're all over here. I think they're in LA too, and New York, I think, but they're big here. And it's just, yeah, this couple that was visiting from LA, they were just like, what is going on here? So I explained to them, they're like, can we take one? I'm like, yeah, just download the app. It's like Uber. It used to be it used to be exclusive. It used to be like you had to pay. I think it is a little more expensive than Uber, and you had to be on a special list to take it. And now you just order it. Yeah, it could be dangerous. Absolutely, absolutely. There's definitely benefits as both a passenger and a driver, but it's also kind of scary, you know. I let me look at. I'll be honest. I didn't pay. I pay for the Uber, but I didn't pay for the Waymo. I do think it is more expensive. Let me look it up. I mean, Ubers are so cheap in Mexico. Oh my God, it was like $2 to drive across town. I'm not even kidding you. It was. I gotta move to Mexico. Is Waymo more expensive than Uber? In general, Waymo rides can be more expensive than Uber rides, although the price difference can vary depending on factors like time of day, yeah, location, and promotions. Some sources report that Waymo rides can cost 30 to 50% more per mile than Uber. Ew. However, other sources suggest that Waymo rides are sometimes competitive with Uber's base fares, especially, yeah, when no tip is factored in. Additionally, Uber's prices can fluctuate more dramatically due to the surge pricing and promotions. So I think slightly. It's kind of like, I've been in one before. Can you ever take it over if the program failed? No, I've seen actually a YouTube short of someone in a Waymo, and the Waymo, they were in LA and they were in a parking lot, and it was just going around in circles. And they're based in the Philippines, the company. And so if you do have a problem, you have to call the nice ladies in the Philippines, which my friend has had to do before. Also, if you leave something in the car, you have to go to the Waymo place the next, like I left my jacket in the car, and so I had to go to the Waymo place the next day and to pick it up. There's definitely odd factors about it for sure. They don't record anything like conversations. That would be so weird. I do think they record people inside just to make sure you're not like. Actually, I don't even know if they record people inside, honestly. But it's kind of like if I'm looking for a ride, I compare Uber and Lyft. Because of the different price surges, I think now it's just kind of like a third option. But I don't have the app on my phone. I'm fine with Uber. I don't use too many Ubers, and yeah, kind of expensive, you know. And if Waymo's more expensive, I don't want to use it. But yeah, I got my Prius. I love my Prius. It gets me where I need to be. The only thing that sucks about driving in San Francisco is parking. It's damn near impossible. It's so hard. I have work there tomorrow, and I'll probably have to get there half an hour early just to find a parking spot. I've been super, super tired today. Is there a new moon? Let's see. I think we're still in a Scorpio moon, but you're not the only one. I actually just kind of got a little tired myself. And I've heard a lot of people saying that their energy is just like they're just super duper tired. Is there a new moon? By the way, I need to organize because Bird and I are going to do another collab. And we're trying to figure out something unique, something different than what we did the first time, where we were just both answering questions. And it was so weird because we had the same answers for almost everything. Yes, a new moon occurred on May 26th. You're right, hun. Yeah, you're right. And let's see, what is it in? And what sign? Gemini. Gemini. Because of course we're in Gemini season. Prius amongst tons of SUVs. I'm so excited. That would be great. BBB. Oh yeah. I'm like, what are you excited about, girl? Oh yeah, the collab. I know. We were talking about it not too long ago, and yeah, we want to do something really cool. Obviously, um, yeah. Miss that girl. Wish she lived closer. She's a gem. She's really awesome. You didn't mean BBB. That's all good. All good. I can't wait for the day. I know, and I'm sure this will happen when live streams on YouTube. You can just do an audio message instead of typing because I want to hear your voices and stuff. And I've heard your voice, um, but there's a lot of people I haven't heard. I've done two other collabs. One was with a woman, rest in peace. I don't know if you remember Casey's Spiritual Corner. She's no longer with us. I did a collab with her. That was a little interesting because she didn't really read like, not that she didn't read like me, but it was more like a spiritual conversation. And I thought that it was like what I do, like answering questions. Um, yeah, some things were said that kind of bothered me, and I did ask her to delete it. It wasn't anything she said. There were four people in the room, and it was something someone else said, and I was just like, no, I don't claim that. I don't. It got a little weird. But bless her heart and rest in peace. I know she's at peace. Um, I also did a collaboration with Midnight Meditations. Jarrett, I didn't know you knew her. She was awesome. You knew her too? Okay. Yeah, she really was. She was very, very in touch. Very, very in touch. So I know she's I'm sure it took her very, very short to acclimate to the spirit world. Um, no, God bless her. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't anything she said. You knew her. She was so kind. Yeah. Did you know that she passed? I only heard that she passed maybe 3 weeks ago because I noticed that I stopped seeing her online. Hey, Arts, welcome. It's good to see you. I don't know if you're. Wait, are you? You're not new to the channel. You're someone who changed your name, right? Are you Anna? I did. Blew me away finding out she passed. Yeah, and she was ill. Um, but I prayed for her health. Um, oh, it's Jewel. Hey, girl. Hey. How are you, honey? I knew it wasn't someone who was new to the channel, but hey, girl, how you doing? Good to see you. She was so kind. I really liked her. She was good. She really was. She really was. Yeah, she really was. I feel badly asking her to remove that video. It was nothing she said. It was something someone else said. They said, I feel a darkness in you, Sophie. There's something attached to you, and it's dark. And it got like that. I'm like, you know what? I don't claim that. Um, I don't claim that. Sorry. I'm good. How about you? I have a silly question, but it's been no questions are silly, girl. No questions are silly, and yeah, no questions are silly. You're all good. Yeah, no, she was really, really kind. Um, I just didn't. I didn't like her community very much. That's all. Some of them were great. Jared was part of the community. Midnight Meditations. He was the first collab I ever did. Then he moved over to TikTok. I can't get a hold of him. I don't know where he is. I've been trying to contact him for a while. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He would come to my channel sometimes. Really sweet man. And he had difficulty gaining traction on YouTube. So he moved over to TikTok. It's so weird. This is the second time I'm telling this story tonight. He moved over to TikTok and found a lot of success, which I've been thinking about too. just as another platform. But he got kicked off a couple of times because of his cards, because of because of naked people on his cards, and he was using the traditional deck. I'm like, you mean the star? He's like, yeah. I'm like, wow. If they're and he'd already gained like thousands and thousands of followers. You have to have 2,000 followers in order to live stream it all on TikTok, which is intimidating to me. But I heard that you can gain a lot more traction on TikTok as opposed to YouTube. YouTube, you have to really like just keep on going, you know. Her Saturday night spiritual talks were helpful. So many times I would just listen and not participate. King Kind, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, no, I knew you meant Kind. Yeah, yeah. No, she was definitely a gift to this world for sure, for sure. Yeah, there were times when I would listen. I would just listen in. Um, Used to participate a little bit, and that's how we got involved in the collab. But it was just someone in her group that I thought I jived with, but I don't claim that kind of energy. You know, I just don't. I would never say that to someone because I know that if you say something like that to someone, this is my belief as a Kabbalic witch. If you say that someone has something negative attached to them or that there's a curse or something, they weren't clear. This person was not clear about what they were like saying about me, but it happened like 3 hours into the live stream. And my whole thing is I don't believe in curses. If I do believe in curses, but I believe that if you, hi Cozy Coffee Tarot, welcome. Of course you can ask a question. I believe that, yeah, curses are real, but I also believe that if you say, no, you don't have the power, I have the agency, return to sender, return to sender. So that's what I didn't like about that, but she had a lot of really, really insightful things to say, and she really, yeah, donations are open. Whoever donates first, I should probably type that. Whoever, oh, you did? I didn't even see your donation, sweetheart. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead and add you here. And Coffee Cozy Tarot. All my donation information can be found at the top of the chat. Thank you so much, sweetheart. All right, Miss Jewel. Were you interested in a 15 card reading, sweetheart? Or did you have multiple questions? Have I missed out on my destiny? I've heard it's possible for this to happen. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, Jewel, but that's okay. We can believe different things. This might just take 5 cards. The other 10 can just be a general reading, I guess. All right, honey. Well, I don't believe in missing out on destiny. Just FYI. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Has Jewel missed out on her destiny? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Has Jewel missed out on her destiny? By the way, if there is some type of destiny that you did miss out on, we have multiple destinies in our life. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Angel miss out on her destiny? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Angel miss out on her destiny? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Angel miss out on her destiny? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Angel miss out on her destiny? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Angel miss out on her destiny? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Angel miss out on her destiny? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Angel miss out on her destiny? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Did Angel miss out on her destiny? I swear I just saw my cat come in. Five of Pentacles reversed. Seven of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Page of Wands reversed. And Three of Wands reversed. No, honey. No. Time. Be patient. It's hard. As Confucius said, patience is a virtue. Three of Wands reversed is saying, be patient. You have not missed out on your destiny. You've got this, girl. This Page of Wands, it's in your hands. And again, I'm not just saying this because of my personal belief. Sure, maybe there's certain destinies that we do miss out on, but it doesn't mean that there aren't other destinies for us in our lives. Spirit does acknowledge that you feel like you've missed out with this Five of Pentacles reversed. But in its reversed form, they're also saying it's not all gone. They understand your feelings, but your destiny is still out there. I was nervous since I just really started getting it together last year. You've got it together, honey. You've got it together. The only thing is, yeah, no, there's nothing. There's no only thing. This Seven of Wands, keep on doing it. Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on being yourself. Keep on, you're on the right path, hon. You're on the right path. You're doing the right things. It's in your hands. It's in your hands in the sense that you will have your destiny at one point, at some point. Absolutely. Absolutely. But there's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? Like with this Page of Wands reversed, it's just going to happen organically. And when I say destiny, there's multiple destinies in our lives. There's romantic partners, there's ideal jobs, there's homes, animals, all sorts of things. And I'm not saying that they just fall into our lap, or that they're going to necessarily fall into your lap, but these blessings and destiny, it's more than one. It's going to come organically, and just in the way that you live your life, and in the path that you're on, and the path that you're going to be taking. Wait, you're going to grad school, right? I feel like a lot of huge changes are on the horizon for you. Really good stuff. I think you need to be in a new environment, and I know that's really scary. I know this, you got your mom and your job. I just feel like a new environment would be good for you. Right place, right time. At this time, it's about staying in the present moment. I was actually talking to my doctor about this today. Give me 1 second. I need to grab my charger because my phone's about to die. I'm working towards my BS, and I can't take grad school. You can't take, what do you mean you can't take grad school? Oh, yeah, I couldn't afford grad school, but I still pray that I can get some kind of fundage for it. And I was supposed to take a summer class this summer, and I didn't, and I'm feeling guilty. I feel like I'm not on the right path, but I am. It's just in time, just the right time. You can attain the things you want. All of us can. All of us can, truly. Give me 1 second. I just need to grab my cord. Thank you, honey. All right, and we are back. Thank you for your patience, love. My phone is now alive. Be in charge. I'm just being dramatic. I just hate classes. Yeah, it can be. I'm a nerd. I'll be honest. I'm a huge nerd. I love school. I love classes. But it depends on the class. You know, like if I'm taking a math class, like forget about it. I'm. I majored in English. And I minored in art history. And are you familiar with life paths? I just looked at my life path number today. I'm a number 3, and I was shocked. It is so accurate. It said that I work in the arts. I do. I proliferate the arts. I do. What else did it say? Oh, I'm I'm all about social justice and equality. That's really really important to me, and I keep I speak out against injustices. Everyone should, but some people don't. We know that. Yeah, no, it was really, really accurate. And then number 11 and 22, those are really rare. And I found out that one of the closest people in my life is an 11. And it was gonna be creepily accurate. And I'm like, yes, yeah, yeah. It said that. It said I likely work in the arts or like working as. I mean, because I want to go to grad school and be a therapist. Um, I want to help people. You know, people have helped me. You know, it's time for, I mean, and that's what I do here. You know, I just want to help people because I've been helped. And now it's my time to give back. Um, it's going to be a little weird starting grad school at 40 or 41. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. It is what it is. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And, yeah, no, speaking of justice, so the guild that I'm a part of, the art model guild, oh dear, there are so many people. There's one person in particular who just talks to people like garbage. One person in particular. She doesn't talk to me like garbage. But I saw her in the emails. I was like, I don't know who you are. I was like, but you need to speak to people with respect. This is disgusting. You've never spoken to me. That's fine. You've never been rude to me. But I'm standing up for this guy. You speak to him like garbage, and you speak to others, specifically one person especially, but she's just very rude. And I told her, I was like, you know what? I'm not asking people to be kind in this world, you know, that seems like a lot, but I think respect is the bare minimum. And nobody has ever spoken out against her, but in that thread, everybody was like clapping for me. Just like right on, yes, that's the truth. No, and when I've talked to people on the phone, there's like no one has ever spoken out against her. Like, thank you for doing that. And she tried to get me kicked out a year later. Didn't work. Everybody saw it. Everybody knew. I was like, wow, girl, that's nice. That's cute. I was just ranting about how pompous the creative communities can be. It's why I didn't want to write for the longest. Girl, you want to know something absolutely pompous and ridiculous about the creative communities? I was scheduled for a class in Oakland. I really like this art studio. I've modeled there before. I was scheduled for an art class 3 weeks ago there. And I was told by my booking coordinator, I adore her, she's a good woman. I was told by her that she accidentally double booked and it was actually going to another model, and she gave me the model's name. I looked up the model, and really pretty girl, Latina, really pretty girl. And I talked to a friend of mine, and she was like, yeah, that's because that teacher won't hire anyone who's white. I was like, okay, you know, we have people of all colors, all sizes, and that's what art is. And and then get this, girl. Yeah, it's important to me. Yeah, I am. Yeah. I think it's really important to proliferate art. It's not always nude. No, I do costumes. I do all. It's very performative. Um, all sorts of things. I can't even. Yeah, I've modeled so many different ways. Um, but anyway, I spoke to my booking coordinator. Get this. This is the second part. I'm almost done with my story. So I was scheduled to model for the same instructor at the same studio this Saturday. That has been on my calendar for 3 weeks. I could have taken other work. I could have done something else. I get a call from the booking coordinator saying, yeah, I'm really sorry. She doesn't want you, but it's okay. She gave me another class, a better class. I was like, and I told her, I'm like, it's okay. I know that she doesn't hire white models. That's what a friend of mine told me. And she was like, actually, that's not the issue with you. She actually got really mad at me for hiring you not once, but twice. She said that you're too skinny. I was like, wow, okay, let's switch that up. So if I was morbidly obese and she wanted a skinny model and she got mad at the booking coordinator for not giving her a skinny model, heads would fucking roll. And I don't swear on this channel, but there we go. You know what I mean? Like, we have heavyset people, we have older people, we have people of all colors. Like, that is, like, there's a lot of prejudice. There's a lot of prejudice in the community. There's one group, I won't even say their name, but everybody in the group, if you are not a person of color, you have to be trans or queer. I'm like, okay, that's not only racist, but why is my sexuality a part of this job? Why, who I'm intimate with or who I desire, how is that any of your business? There's people who've lied to get into that group. They say, oh, I'm poly or I'm queer or whatever. If they're not a person of color, if they're not bigger. And I understand, the inclusivity, but we have the inclusivity. My coworkers and bloggers, what? Now wait, for being skinny too, that's fucked up. Because I get it with me, but it's also fucked. I get it, like, they want a certain type of person that they're going to draw, but the damn class, unless the class is how to draw curvaceous people, which doesn't exist, because that's not a thing. When you learn to draw the human figure, you draw men, you draw women, you draw older people, younger people, everything. You learn physiology, which I love. I love physiology. But you, girl, that's got nothing to do. Like, I don't know where you work, but I know you're not an art model. And your body has nothing to do with that. That's really not cool. Yeah, people picking, like, no one picks on people for being overweight. They do it behind their back. I do have PayPal. Hello, welcome, Jupiter. Let me give you my PayPal. I'll post it right here. It's just at the top too, but I'll do you a solid. Yeah, no, it's picking on people's bodies, picking on people's looks. No, it's not right. It's just not right. And I'm letting it roll off my back because it is what it is, and but I don't ever want to work for that instructor. That's for sure. That's just terrible. And it makes me feel bad. It makes me worry and feel bad for other models in the guild. Like, I've heard that, like, some of the older models, like, just don't get work. I really want to become the booking coordinators. That's what I'm talking. That's kind of what I'm leading to, is they wanted me to be the secretary. I want to be the booking coordinator because the current booking coordinator doesn't even want to do it. We need 3 people, and I would be the equitable one. Actually, she even agreed with me last night. Like, I really would. I would bring equality. You did? Oh, I see it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jupiter. Maybe they want to save space due to historical gentrification, but I completely understand how it can feel bad and tough to hear that. Yes, I understand. Oh, yeah. No, I understand too. I understand that too. Oh yeah, no, you need that safe space, and it's Jupiter. You will be next. We have one more reading for Miss Jewel here, and then you will be next, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead. And what was your second question, Jewel? You're 19. It can sound like offensive exclusion at first. Exactly. Yeah. It does at first, but I also, that's why I want to be the booking coordinator. Like, I want to make sure everybody of every size, shape, and color is included. That's it. I just want inclusion. There's no such thing as reverse racism or reverse prejudice. it's about including everybody who wants to be part of the community. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, you got it, girl. You got it. Okay. And thank you. Thank you again, Miss Jupiter. And Jupiter. Alright, so we're going to do a general reading for Miss Jewel. Sorry, I'm babbling a lot. I've got a lot on my mind. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide. Oh, you're a dude! I'm sorry. Did I call you girl? I call it, well, first of all, I'm so sorry. I call most people girl. I call my male friends girl. I'm sorry. You're a dude! Alright, my dude. Kai. Alright. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I don't mean to drop all this heavy stuff. It's just like, I just want equity. As I sign off, so excited for the collab. Me too! I will definitely be announcing it. Absolutely, we both will. Thank you so much, Felicia. You sleep well. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Jewel with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. I love how I interchange your name. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Jewel with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Jewel with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Jewel with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Jewel with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Jewel with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Jewel with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Jewel with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Jewel with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Sorry, 1 second. Please provide Jewel with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Jewel with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Jewel with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Jewel with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Jewel with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Jewel with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Thank you. Oh, yay! I was not in the best mood today. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm PMSing. I love doing what I do. I really do. I love you guys. I know that's like probably not, that's like a boundary crossing by saying that, but you guys just bring me so much joy and really lift my spirits. And thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm curious if I am on the right track to becoming a professional fighter in the UFC, and if there is success in that path for me. You're 5'2", 150. I can't wait to read for you, Kai. I got a friend who does that. And he's the same height as you, man. That's going to be a good reading. The High Priestess reverse. It's going to be very interesting, and I have some insight. 5 of Swords. Yes. 10 of Pentacles. Death. I love the Death card, by the way. Don't worry. It's one of my favorite cards. 6 of Wands. Knight of Cups. 3 of Swords. 6 of Cups. 7 of Swords reversed. And the Sun. Wow. Wow. This is great. I woke up at 3 a.m. because my ass crack was hurting. Oh, I'm so sorry. Girl, Humpty Dumpty had a bad fall. I don't know if you can see my hand, how bruised it is. That's why I really needed to clean my room today. I had something in the middle of my room, and I tripped and I fell, and my whole side is covered in bruises, and I can only sleep on my back, but I tried sleeping on my right side. I was like, nope, not happening. I like legit have a huge bump on my lower back. I'm sorry your ass crack was hurting. That sucks. Oh, I'm sorry. Oy vey. Okay, but aside from that happening, you got good things coming towards you. You got really good things coming towards you. I know you're not actively dating right now. I don't know if you want a boyfriend right now. But there is a lot of romantic energy here. Oh, you were having oh, yeah. You know, it's really funny. A lot of us are synced. Whenever I mention a PMSing, like, I'll have, like, four women in the chat just be like, whoa, me too. Yeah, I'm due on the 1st, so those, you know what I'm talking about. Those at least for me, those 3 days before are the worst. And it's weird. Like when I get my period, I'm just like, ah, like I feel at peace. I'm just like, okay, all that's gone. Um, it's really weird. TMI. No, it's not TMI. You know what? It's life. It's life, and we need to be honest and open about it. All right. So yeah, lots of romantic energy here. I don't know. I don't know if you're actively dating or what, but you've got a Knight of Cups coming into your life. I feel like this feels like you're not gonna have to find this person. They're gonna come into your life. Um, I know you work a lot. It's not someone who you work with, and it's someone you haven't met. This High Priestess reverse, you have not met this person. Um, and I don't know how long it's been since you've dated someone. Um, for me, I've been a single Pringle for a little while now, probably longer than I've ever been. And I'm thinking about, you know, maybe finding a fella, and it's scary. It's a scary thought. I joke around saying, I'm like, what am I throwing myself into the lion's den or what? And you gotta have thick skin too, because at least in my experience, not everyone communicates everything, especially early on in romantic connections. And at least with me, if I can't fill in those puzzle pieces, it drives me bananas, and it can feel kind of defeating and disappointing. This Five of Swords and Three of Swords. That's going to be interesting if a guy is attracted to me, because I've been looking at feeling like a man all month. Girl, please. Have I seen a picture? I swear I've seen a picture of you. I know you're gorgeous. You do not look like a man. Give me a break, girl. Give me a break. No way. No, you're beautiful, honey. You are, and you're not just beautiful on the outside. I don't mean to sound like Kermit the Frog here, but like you're beautiful inside and out. And there's a gentleman who's going to see that. There's a gentleman who's going to want to really give you everything. Like, this is, damn, girl, I wish this was my reading. When I saw this Ten of Pentacles right here in the center, and it's weird. I felt this card. I felt this card was going to come up. This is your destiny. This is a destiny. Do you want kiddos? Because that's Ten of Pentacles, Six of Cups, family card. Let me show you the art here. Ten of Pentacles is the marriage, the baby carriage, the mother-in-law, or the father-in-law in this case, man and woman, child, two doggies. Whatever your idea of ultimate contentment is, you don't want kids. Okay. If you don't want kids, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. With this Six of Cups, though, this is communication. There's two ways of looking at Six of Cups. Well, there's a few different ways. If you don't want children, do you want a solid connection with someone, though, and like maybe pets, and like sharing a home with someone? Kids love to bully you. That sucks. Aw, kids are mean. Kids can be mean. I don't know why kids like me. Kids actually really like me. And teenagers freaking really like me. I don't get it, but I love it. I love kids. Hey, oh my God, how you doing, Kay? Good to see you. I was wondering who that was. Good to see you. Long time no see. All right, let me quickly add you to the queue here. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing great. And we're going to find out. All right. So you don't want kids. That's totally fine. Six of Cups is also communication. And that's what I was mentioning earlier is if you have, especially if you haven't dated in a while, and someone is kind of playing games or not playing games. Some guys are legit, when they're really into you, just get shy, I guess secretly deep down I crave connection with, yes, I think you do. I think everyone does deep down. It's scary. It's scary if you haven't had that in a while, or if you've never had that. It is scary. Like my last relationship, he was not a bad man. but he had very bad anger issues and was very verbally. I've told you this. I've told you this. It was his birthday the other day. I still talk to him here and there and wish him well. I hope he's doing well. But anyway, less about me, more about you. It can be intimidating. Yeah, the idea of being in a relationship after not being in one for a while, or not having one in your life in the past. And I always say, you know, when you're dating someone, you gotta have thick skin, because oftentimes, you know, you'll think someone's, and oh my God, Seven of Swords reversed. Yeah, they're not playing games. Because that's the thing, when people are dating and they're not super communicative about things, and I think this person is going to be communicative, but you might have to prod them a little bit. And it might just take a little while for them to really open up, but they really are really going to be really, really into you, and this is going to be very transformative. I've been scared that if I meet someone, they'll want kids. I think he does. I think he does want kids. But I don't think that is I don't think that's a what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my God, why is my mind blanking? It's not like a term or a condition that needs to be met. But I do think this dude wants kids, yeah. Just so, that's so funny. There's so many women who are looking for men who want kids, and they're just like, nope, don't want them. But I feel like this one does. It's going to be a huge change in your life, and he's not playing games. This fellow is. You might think he's playing games at first because he's not going to be super communicative, but he's shy. He's shy, baby girl. He likes you. He's going to like you a lot. And what do you mean, ew? What ew about what? This guy likes you a lot. It's taken me a while to realize that guys also get really nervous with women that they are really interested in. I know I do. When I have a crush on someone, they make me nervous, girl. Same thing happens with a lot of dudes. And I was just talking about it with Wendy earlier. And it doesn't mean you have to take action and take control. Because I do feel like he wants to be your emperor. This is going, girl, this is beautiful. This is, I'm being emotional. In a good way, in a good way. No, you didn't say that. Oh my God. Crotch goblins. What does John call them? Is it crotch fruit or, yeah, I don't know. I love crotch goblins. You're funny. You're hella funny. Another baby card. Shoot. Yeah, the sun. But it doesn't have to be a baby girl. It doesn't have to be a kiddo. It doesn't have to be a crotch goblin, as you call it. This is going to be a victory, honey. Six of Wands. There's a big victory. Six of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Damn. Nine of Cups. You got some good shit here. The sun. Brand new death. The sun. Brand new beginnings. This guy is a very honest man. The sun is honesty and clarity. And I don't think it's conditional that you guys have kids. He may even have kids already. Would that be a deal breaker for you? I've dated 2 guys in my life who had kids. The last one had 4. The 2 older ones clearly hated me. The 2 younger ones really liked me. But it was really difficult with his 2 older children. They were not nice girls. They were mean girls. But he had another daughter who was 13, 14, 15. She was a sweetheart. She was one of those popular girls who was popular just because she's nice. You know what I'm talking about? Like, there's certain popular girls because they're popular because they're rich, or they're popular because they're manipulative, or just really, really, really pretty. She was very athletic and just was friendly with everyone. That kind of girl, you know? I can't have no baby daddy, so yeah, I know. It's hard. I've met a lot of guys, and yeah, they've already got kids, and it's just like, damn, like, it's a lot. But at the same time, when you really, really have feelings for someone, I never thought that I would date someone with kids. Like, that was always a big deal breaker for me, but I fell in love, and I made exceptions. So I'm hoping he doesn't have kids. That's just something I'm surmising here. But I'm telling you, Spirit is saying that love is coming in your direction. And it's something that you're going to want. It's not like some guy that's creeping on you and you're just like, ugh, get away. You know, like, I'm not into you. Like, I know you're into me, but, like, I'm not interested. Thank you very much. It's not going to be like that. You're going to be really into this guy. I'm really hoping he doesn't have kids. I'm really hoping he doesn't want kids. I'm really hoping he just wants the doggo and a small family of you and him. That's Ten of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be the whole family. It can just be whatever you want it to be. It's whatever your conception of ultimate happiness is. All 10 of Pentacles. You know what I mean? So this is great. This is really good, Jewel. I'm really excited for you. I really am. And I don't know when this is going to happen, but if Tarot picked it up now, like, Tarot can only see so far into the future. We're reading current energies. If they're seeing that already, I sure hope so. This weird old man just pulled up on me and my dog the other day, and I was so annoyed. No, it's not him. Don't worry. That's not the guy. It's not some weird old man. No, this is going to be a gent that you're going to really like. And like your age, like age appropriate, like you'll probably be very similar ages. Yeah, the feelings will be mutual. Those are some crazy good cards, girl. I've been so grossed out by older men. They love me for some reason. Yeah, older men do like younger ladies. Unfortunately, I do kind of like older men. I like younger guys too. Hey, equal rights. I don't discriminate. It depends on how old, you know. And I will say with some older men, they're much more gentlemanly. I have dated older men, and when I compare dating like guys that are my own age, it's like, wow, they always hold the car door open for me. They always hold the door for me. They always, you know, there is more old-fashioned gentlemanly, and that I appreciate. And I think older men are, not all, but some are very handsome. But I think this is someone your age, hon. It was such a positive reading. I'm so happy for you, girl. This is really good. Yeah, no, you did not miss out on your destiny. It just hasn't happened yet. 3 of Wands reversed. It's just about patience and time, which can be tough, but you're a strong-ass woman. Thank you so much, girl. I appreciate you very, very much. It's always such a joy to talk to you. Are you on Instagram? You should friend me on Instagram. We should have a chit-chat, have a kiki. Jupiter, Mr. Jupiter, thank you so much for your donation, my friend. All right. So, okay. Hi, Kai. All right. So you would like a 15 card reading. You got it, my friend. Or wait, sorry. Did you want a 15 card reading, or would you prefer? Oh no, you had one question, right? I'm so no, you're not, girl. I've given you like at least 2 private readings. You are not boring. There's no with at least. I mean, with me sometimes I can be awkward too. But when I talk to you, there's no awkward like silences or anything. But yeah, no, you're all good if you don't want to chat. I get it. But I like talking to you. I am curious if I am on the right path to becoming a professional fighter in the UFC. I sent 25 for 3. You want 3. You got it, my friend. And what's your sign, Kai? So the first question is if you're on the right path to becoming a professional fighter in the UFC. Okay. Are you interested in MMA at all? Yes. Are the odds in your favor? Good question. I just realized the person I know, you're Sag. Okay, yeah, the person I know isn't in the UFC, but they're MMA. I think they might be working towards it. And I think they're your height too, and like your weight. Like, and I'm sure you hit the gym all the time, no doubt. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Kai on the right path to becoming a professional fighter? Let's see. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Kai on the right path to becoming a professional fighter in the UFC? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Kai on the right path to becoming a professional fighter in the UFC? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Kai on the right path to becoming a professional fighter in the UFC? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Kai on the right path to becoming a professional fighter in the UFC? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. Is Kai on the right path to becoming a professional fighter in the UFC? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, is Kai on the right path to becoming a professional fighter in the UFC? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, is Kai on the right path to becoming a professional fighter in the UFC? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, is Kai on the right path to becoming a professional fighter in the UFC? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, is Kai on the right path to becoming a professional fighter in the UFC? The Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles reversed, and King of Wands. Wow. Wow. Tonight's awesome, y'all. I swear, every reading I've given tonight has been so positive. I don't know if you're new to the channel, Kai, but I'm very honest. If I saw that you weren't on the right path, I'd tell you. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. This is part of, wow, really good. Really, really good. Okay. One thing that I'll add at the end, I usually save the best for last. I usually save the best for last, but I'm going to switch it around. There is one thing that Spirit wants to talk to you about. You're new. Okay. This is wonderful. Yes, you are totally on the right path. The Wheel of Fortune, it is very much, I know it's very difficult to become part of the UFC, I have no doubt, but it is in your wheelhouse. You are 100% on the right path. 9 of Pentacles. You're not at the 10 of Pentacles yet, but you're almost there. Like I said earlier, I have no doubt you hit the gym all the time. You're working. You're going to find victory here. 6 of Wands is the victory part. You will find victory and success. And you have so much agency, bro. You have so much agency and power, and you use it, and it's going to serve you, this King of Wands. Last thing, though, this Knight of Pentacles reverse, while you are doing all the right things, they do want you to work slightly harder. I don't know what I don't know how often you work out, and that's technically a health thing, so I can't tell you what to do physically. You know what to do, though, in terms of preparing yourself. That's what Spirit's telling me, is you know what to do to prepare yourself for this. And they just want a little bit more. You're planning on going to Serbia. Right on, dude. Very cool. Are you from America or multiple gyms? Right on, dude. Right on. Right on. And if you can do anything, maybe it's about, and you network too, you talk to people and stuff. Because Spirit is just saying, yes, you are totally on the right path. There's just a couple extra things. Okay. Keep on keeping on, and if you can do more, do more. But 100, because it's tough. It's tough to get into the UFC, but your odds are 100% in your favor. They are 100% in your favor. Yay! That's awesome news. I was really scared that, because you're new, like, I don't know. I was like, oh no, I don't want to tell him that he doesn't have a chance. I don't want to say that. You have more than a good chance. Your odds are 100% in your favor. You're doing great. You're doing great. Don't stop. This is the Wheel of Fortune. It's part of your destiny. All right, please go ahead and post your second question. Thank you. Okay. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Kai have to do to become a better fighter? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Kai have to do to become a better fighter? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Kai have to do to become a better fighter? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Kai have to do to become a better fighter? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Kai have to do to become a better fighter? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Kai have to do to become a better fighter? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Kai have to do to become a better fighter? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Kai have to do to become a better fighter? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Kai have to do to become a better fighter? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what does Kai have to do to become a better fighter? And you're so young too. Travel. I'm thinking. You mentioned Serbia. You have Ace of Pentacles reversed, 10 of Wands, the Magician reversed. Okay, the Devil, and again, the King of Wands in the same position. Okay. I mentioned earlier that you really are on the right path, and you're doing great. Your odds are 100% in your favor. But there was that one Knight of Pentacles reverse. Knight of Pentacles is the workhorse. It's about work. So, and the message I was getting was just a slightly like just keep on doing what you're doing, but just a little bit more if there's any more that you can do. I see this Ten of Wands here. This guy is carrying a heavy load. He's really, I'm sure you do everything, but you know, maybe focusing on specific areas that you feel that you're not as confident in your abilities, whether it be like work. I don't work out. I'm sorry. So I don't really know. I used to, but whether it be like leg work or lifting or running or whatever you do, I'm sure you do it all. And you fight. Keep on fighting, of course. This Devil card, I feel like, do you have like a partner that you work with or like a group of people that you work with? Because I feel like that would be very good. This Ace of Pentacles reversed, and the Magician reverse. This is telling me that you really don't need to do that much to become a better fighter. I see these wings here with the Devil. I do think moving would be good for you. I don't know if now is exactly the right time, but you know your stuff. So is Serbia like a good place for that? I do have a group of people, but I plan on going to different gyms in the area than worldwide. That's what's up. That's what's up. I think I really believe with and look at this King of Wands showing up in the same position, upright in the same spot. You've got this. You've got this. It is competitive. That I cannot lie. I'm not gonna say it's not competitive. You know, it is. But the odds are 100% in your favor. Yeah, the Magician reverse, like you've got it all, man. You really do. With the King of Wands and the Devil, I feel like it's more like currently working on saving up for those things. Yeah, yeah. I was trying to figure out what this Ace of Pentacles reversed is. Yeah, it's gonna cost some money. Um, you know, like I said, I don't know where you live, and you don't have to tell me. But Serbia could be very far away for you. You know, it's Eastern Europe. Obviously, no. I don't know if you've been to Eastern Europe, but it's really. I've only been to Lithuania. Lithuania is a cool country. But yeah, this Ace of Pentacles definitely continue. You're North Carolina. Okay, okay. So yeah, it's distance, huge distance, huge distance. So definitely keep saving your money. Definitely keep saving your money. Because Ace of Pentacles reversed is saying that you just don't have the funds right now to fly, to move to where you need to. You're doing the right things, Kai. You're doing all the right things. You're just in the wrong place. And it's not that North Carolina is the wrong place. There's lots of gyms there. You're networking with people, but you clearly know that there's something significant in Serbia. You know your stuff. That's what Spirit's saying, is that you've done your research. You know your stuff. You really network with people. You probably have a lot of that King of Wands. I wouldn't be surprised if you have a lot of Leo in your chart. Less exposure in North Carolina and more exposure in Serbia. Yeah. Yeah. What can I expect in my future if I stay on this path? What guidance do I need? Sure. Yeah. Let's see. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What can Kai expect in his future if he stays on this path? Angels, messengers, and spirits. What can Kai expect in his future if he stays on this path? I really like your questions, the way you word them. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What can Kai expect from his future? Oh, that's so funny. You just said, or can you reword that? I think that's a wonderful way of wording it, but sure. Yeah, how do you want to word it? You want to change it? That's so funny. I didn't even see that, and I was like, I just really like how you worded that. But if you don't feel it was worded right, I can change it. Would you like me to do that? Kai, are you there? Where did Kai go? Kai, I need to hear. I just want to know if there are any roadblocks I might run into. Like, what do I need to look out for, and what is a probable outcome of my current actions? Okay, we'll do that. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What does Kai need to look out for? Or what is Kai's probable outcome of his current actions? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is Kai's probable outcome for his current actions? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is Kai's probable outcome for his current actions? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is Kai's probable outcome for his current actions? Words UFC. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the probable outcome for Kai's current actions? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the probable outcome for Kai's current actions? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the probable outcome for Kai's current actions? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the probable outcome for Kai's current actions? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is the probable outcome for Kai's current actions? The Hanged Man, Justice reversed, Ace of Swords reversed, King of Cups, and the Moon reverse. Yeah, okay. Nasty competition. I truly believe you're gonna get in, dude. I know it's such a challenge, and it's very competitive, but the odds are 100% in your favor. However, there's some nasty people when you get in there. There's some you're gonna have a change of perspective, hon, with the Hangman. It's not that you're not gonna want to do it, but you're gonna see some things, some just shitty actions from people. Yeah, dude. I truly believe you're gonna get in. I truly do. But here are the roadblocks. Okay, there's some competitive, nasty ass people that are not just, that are not fair. Justice reversed. That might try and say something about you, or gossip about you, or basically try to undermine you so that they can win. Fighting dirty, and I don't mean the literal fighting. I mean like drama, like outside of the actual fighting. People, it's just highly competitive, this Ace of Swords reverse, and you're going to be very, very successful. And there's going to be jealousy there. And with this Moon reversed, Spirit is saying, Moon reverse is and no, honey, no. When you get to Serbia, this is when you are in the UFC. It may happen a little, you know what? It may happen a little now. I don't know if you've noticed it. But I feel like your current circle is pretty legit. But there are some things that you're not. Do I remain independent? No, I don't think you should remain independent. But just keep your eyes peeled with this King of Cups right here. Keep your eyes peeled. It does, yeah. I feel like that's in my other line of work. I feel like that's just kind of the nature of things. People can be very competitive and cutthroat. However, you're gonna do just fine. I love this King of Cups. The King of Cups is on the ocean. His throne is on the ocean. And we know how the ocean is. Sometimes it's super effing choppy and scary. Other times it's totally placid. And when it is choppy and scary, the King of Cups, if he's upright, he never falls. He never falls into the ocean. He's always upright because he has the wisdom to know that sometimes things are shitty, right? But they change. Sometimes things are, and then they become great. Sometimes things are neutral, but things are constantly in flux, and that's the wisdom you have. I don't think that you should remain independent. I do think that you should be careful, because it's not everyone that you're working with. There's a lot of people you're working with that are going to be very integral to your success. But there's some people who are going to try and cut you down and undermine you, and you're aware of that. You're smart. You're a smart guy. and just keep your eyes peeled there. But don't stop what you're doing, man. Don't stop. You're 100% on the right path. It's just, I hate to say it, but that kind of shit is, and there's good and bad with everything, you know. Nothing is ever absolutely perfect, you know. And that is the one thing to just be careful about, okay? But I'm really excited for you, dude. I'm really excited for you. I honestly, I don't, I've had so many great readings today. Um, Sorry, one sec. Yeah, I'm so happy for you. Ricardo, yes, absolutely. What is the overall theme that you get, though? Success, victory, Six of Wands. That's what I get. We saw that Six of Wands. That's a victory, that's a win. That's wonderful. Well, thank you, and you're very welcome, Kai. Thank you so much. That was a really interesting, awesome reading. And I'm really excited for you. Honestly, you're a very dynamic guy, and you're very focused, and you're young too. You're very young. I'm old. I'm 39. I'm 20 years older than you. So you know, starting early and having the wisdom. You're very smart. Having the wisdom and the intelligence that you have, that's really going to benefit you as well. But you're a good fighter. You're strong. You're strong. Thank you again. Thank you again, Kai. All right. Um. All right. Kay, Mr. Versatile Finish, thank you so much for your donation, my friend. Um. Kay, please come to the chat. Thank you. Hey, you sure can. You sure can. It's so weird. My Venmo is not showing your donate, but it's in my account. It's so weird. Okay. Yes, 10 card. You got it. And what is your question, my friend? Oh, I need some chapstick. Have any? Okay, I am in desperate need of some chapstick. You go ahead and post your question. Thank you so much. I'll be right back. We are back. What are some of Kylie's thoughts and impressions of me? I've been thinking of how to word it properly, but that's all I got. You want to do the thoughts, feelings, and intentions spread? Okay. Because that would, then we'd know what she thinks about you, what her intentions are, how she feels, the general energy. I mean, you don't have to do that. You want to do, yeah, I think I mean, it answers more than one question, you know what I mean, in a reading, so I think it's pretty thorough. And please remind me, what's your sign? You're Leo, right? And what's Kylie's sign? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Kylie's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards K? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Kylie's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards K? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Kylie's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards K? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Kylie's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards K? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Kylie's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards K? And does Kylie go as they? Is that their pronoun? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Kylie's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards K? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Kylie's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards K? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Kylie's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards K? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Kylie's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards K? Oh, okay. It's all good. It's all good. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Kylie's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards K? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Kylie's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards K? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Kylie's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards K? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Kylie's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards K? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Kylie's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards K? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Kylie's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards K? Okay. Page of Cups reversed. Interesting. Five of Cups. The Hanged Man. Eight of Wands. King of Wands. The World reversed. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Cups. Two of Swords reversed. And Two of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. What I find most interesting here, Kay, is your general energies. Let's start here. We have the Page of Cups reversed and the World reversed. The Page of Cups, I call it the crush card. It's very much a crush. But when it's reversed, I want a little bit of clarity on this. Are you feeling insecure, hun, about this connection? Is it like you're feeling kind of shy, huh? Because you like her. I've been talking about this a lot. It's been kind of a theme with a lot. There's always themes for some reason when I do readings like week after week. There would be like a certain theme, and I feel like the theme this week is people get shy. People definitely get shy. Boys, men and women. If we're attracted to someone, we can get shy. I don't know how long you've known her for, but we have this World reversed card, and I feel like. Yeah, I don't know how long you've known her for, but I feel like you want more. Yes, I'm insecure, definitely very shy. I don't want to make something worse. Yeah, I understand you, hon. I totally understand you. And I will say though, it's kind of confusing her a little bit. She's got the hots for you, dude. She thinks you're really something else with this King of Wands. And that's you, Leo. She really thinks you're pretty dynamo. My guy, she's really into you. Issue here is that there is definitely confusion with this Two of Swords reversed. I'll get to that. But she's also wondering how to, and this is new. This has got to be a new connection, right? I don't know if we've talked about her before, but she is wondering how she's going to be able to balance you in her life. And it may just be a factor of like she's feeling overwhelmed. She's feeling like she's definitely feeling confused. She's definitely feeling confused and wonder, but she does want you as her king. She thinks you're fine as hell. She thinks you're fine. She thinks you're smart. She thinks you're driven. She's attracted to you. She's very attracted to you. This is honestly like every reading I've given today has been such a pleasure. But there is confusion. Her thoughts towards you. We have the Five of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles reversed. She is feeling at a loss. She wants more too. I have this thing where I start off talkative, but I get insecure and stop talking as much. Gotcha. Yeah, I used to date a guy that was like that, and I was very confused because like at first he was like super talkative and stuff, and then he kind of stepped back a little bit. This was years ago, and I remember how I felt. I was just confused. It ended up working, but I think he was just vulnerable and shy. And I think I was mirroring that. She could be mirroring that too. I don't know if she just got out of a relationship or what. But in terms of you, she wants more. She feels like lonely without you. She wants more time with you, dude. Eight of Pentacles reverse. She thinks that you're not putting in the work, and she's confused. And I'll get to that in a second. We have the confusion card too. Her feelings. We have the Hangman and the Eight of Cups. You are unlike anyone. I know this sounds really corny, and I probably said this before, and I'm sure other people have said this to other people because everybody is totally different. But she has never met a man like you before, ever. And it's you have legit changed her perspective in a big way towards men and dating. You're I know you're a good guy, okay? I've known you for a while. I read for you. I don't know you personally, but I read for you often. I've been reading for you for years, and your energy is beautiful. You're a good man. Good man is hard to find. And what she's worried about is that you may not like her as much as she likes you, and she fears that you're gonna walk away. Wow, I had a very similar reading earlier, dude. I had a similar reading earlier where I had to tell my client, my girl, I had to tell her, like, he wants you to make more of a move, because he's shy. She's like, well, I am too. I'm like, I know, it's really difficult, but I can confirm that the two of you really like each other. And I don't think you're gonna screw things up. I think she wants you, especially communication, man. You said you don't want to say the wrong thing. She wants to talk. She wants to talk about this. She wants to talk about, I don't know how long you guys have been dating or known one another, but she wants to talk about where this is heading with this Eight of Wands because she is deeply confused. I just don't really know how much people like me. It's hard for me to read. Totally, dude, totally. That's why I go to tarot readers myself. People are not always forthright because they're scared, of seeming too thirsty or like too desperate or saying the wrong thing. There's all these things that are nerve-wracking about dating. And just as much as you can't read how she feels about you, same thing with her. You guys are really mirroring one another's energy. And she's a Libra. Aw, Leo and Libra. That's a great combo, man. That's a really good combo. We love Libras. We love Leos. Leo's my favorite sign. Libra is lovely, and that's a wonderful, wonderful pairing for you. But she really, I think, I feel like she wants to take this to another level. She's not gonna ask, she's not gonna say, hey, you need to marry me right now. But she does want to know where this is going, and I think she's gonna communicate. I don't know if she's directly told you, like, hey, I'm really into you, man. Eight of Wands too. That's definitely that's sexual romantic attraction, and I feel like she really wants to communicate that. It's hard for her because she's shy too, but I can guarantee you, my friend, she's crazy about you. You just I can't tell you what to do. I'm not I'm not your mom. I'm not God. I can't tell you what to do. But if you want my advice, I would be more forthright with her. And I know it's really scary. I know. You really don't want to say the wrong thing or turn her away, but you're not going to. You're a lovely guy, and she loves how you speak. She loves the words that come out of your mouth. She loves your mind. She just wants to hear from you. Like, I really like you, and I want to spend more time with you, and I want to get to know you more. I was expecting something different. Guess I can get into my head too much. Thanks as always. You're so welcome. It's true. We do get into our heads, especially in romance, because there's this puzzle piece that, like I just said, like people are not always completely communicative. At least not at first, because it's scary. And sometimes people are playing games when they do that, but she's not. She's just shy, and you are too. Um, and I feel like once you guys get on the same page in terms of your feelings for each other, I feel like it's just gonna bloom from there. This energy is really good. Okay, I really like it. We're in a good space right now in terms of change and new beginnings. Um, there's a new moon in Gemini last night. So good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Thank you so much for your donation, my friend. Yeah, I don't, girl, dude, I almost called you girl. Dude, I don't think you're going to even have to worry about that at all. Um, yeah, you're all good. Well, thank you so much, love. I appreciate you very much, as always. And yeah, I'm excited. Let me know how things go. All right, so it's that time of night. I'm going to do a last call for any and all donations. If you have a question that you need answered, please let me know. Last call, everybody. Last call for any and all donations. Thank you. Symmetry. Last call, everybody, tonight for any and all donations. Thank you. Last call, everybody, tonight for any and all donations. Thank you so much. Last call, everybody, for any and all donations. Thank you. Last call. All right, it looks like everyone is totally satisfied tonight. Thank you all so much. It's been a wonderful night. It's very rare, not rare, but it's really special when every single reading is positive, and that was the case tonight. And it just brought me a lot of joy. So thank you very, very much, everybody. Much love and light to you, and I will see you soon. Let's see, today's Thursday. I will do my best to be on tomorrow. Right.